Hi everyone, this is GoNico. Well, this is the guide about Phantom of Q, how to train your character and weapon and soul. Well, first thing first. Well, if you guys don't have much knowledge about Japanese, so this is where you can locate your unit and weapon. Well, they have already changed the interface, and then okay, this is the unit formation and item section. Well, from left to right, well, the first one is formation, the second one is train your killers, and the third one is class change option, and then your princess killer list and the item list. And okay, these are the princess types. Well, there are 6 types. The first one is balance. Well, basically all of the status is well balanced, and the luck status increase slightly higher, but then it's still a balanced status. And for the second one is a health or life. The HP increase will be higher than other status, but the speed, evasion, and critical will be reduced. So this princess type is more towards a tank unit. Otherwise, this is also one of the bad type if you want to use attack. And then for the third and the fourth, well, if you are using a physical attack type like sword, axe, spear, or bow, the attack is based from physical attack. So they will not have any magic type, but if you are using gunner or staff, those unit is based from magic attack. And gunner and staff will not have any attack type, so this is only the difference. And then both of them will reduce the physical defense or magic defense. This type is very good for attacking unit if you want to have more damage. And then for the next type, defense, it increases the HP defense slightly, but it reduces the attack. So this is same as the HP. So this type is more for tank. But at least it instead of reduce the speed, evasion, or critical, but it reduce the physical attack and magic attack. So this type is also not so bad for some unit. Maybe if you don't have other type, you have defense, you also can use. And then for the last one, this is the best type of all of the type. It increases speed, evasion, and critical. Well, this parameter is the best for this game. Well, speed is only applies on evasion and your attacks. So if your speed is higher than your opponent, you can use the normal attack 2 times or special attack 2 times. But then the skill is more towards accuracy and critical. So this is really the best type of all if you want to use attackers, of course. And then next is, okay, this is the status section. Well, I already stated the translation at the right side. And then for the bottom left status, the left side is the current status right now, and the right side is the maximum status you can get. But of course, with the gear equipped, the overall status will be beyond the maximum status, but this is a roughly of the maximum status you can get. And then the second column is initial status, and the bracket is above bring over status. So this bring over above status is the bonus status that determine how powerful your unit is. And then for the next column, this is a level status. So try to aim your level status as high as possible. And then the bracket is upgrade, and the last column is a merge status. Well, it's also an upgrade status, but it's different from the upgrade status. The merge status have the limit of the slash over how much, so you can max until, like example, HP maximum is 8 or magic maximum is 14. But for the upgrade status, you only can choose either one of the status, and maximum is 4. So that's a difference between the upgrade and the merge. And then the next is, okay, this is training your killer section. The first one is a merge, the second is an above, and the third is upgrade, and last is rebirth. Okay, I'll be going through one by one. The first one is a merge with killers or material. These are the example of the material you can use. And then for the status up, as you can see, this material is only increase the HP. And if you merge with the killers will also have the status up and also have the skill up if you merge with the same killers and limit break and soul. But this is an example of the material. Well, it's very simple for the status up and limit break and skill up. But the parameter of this purple color for the third column, I'm not really sure about the translation, but I reuse the kanji words. This is a very important parameter. You need this parameter to increase the skill level for the class change or super above for some of the old unit or hidden status up. I'll be going through this status later on. And then next is above. Okay, it's very simple. It increases the rarity from 5 star to 6 star or 4 to 5 star. The maximum rarity is 6 star of course. And then sorry about my typo. From 4 star to 5 star, only on those units that are using item, the limit break will not bring over, but if you're using the killers as the material, the limit break will bring over. So these are only different between the item. But for the 5 to 6 star, whether you are using the killer as material or item as material, the limit break will be bring over. So these are different between 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. And then as you can see the right side, the status up, you see the bracket. The left side is a default status and the right side is the above status. So the maximum status up is the default plus the above bonus. And the above status is from the left side. As you can see the left side, the second column, they have the above status bring over. Especially you see got HP plus 9 and then magic plus 10. And how this above status work, you see the first column, the parameter. For example, if she have the HP of 84, so the bring over will be rounding off upwards. So instead of 8, become 9. But another example is, if the magic defense is 50, so the bring over will be 5 instead of 6. So anything that is beyond 51 onwards, it become a 6. And anything that is below from 50 to 41 is become a 5. So you need to make sure that your character can get the status more than 91 or 71 or anything that is more than 1 to get more bonus from the above bonus. So you can get the max bonus from the max rarity. So in other words, try to get the growth rate, try to get triple S to get the maximum you can get for the above rate. And then for the next one is upgrade session. Well, this upgrade session is very important because there's a limit on your merge status and the level up status. And then the level up bonus, there's a limit. For example, if her max level is 65, so the maximum level is only 64. Since each level, the maximum you can increase is only by 1. So try to get as high as possible in the level up section. If you are not happy with the level, you can use the rebirth in the next session. And then if you want to increase the certain status, like for example, the magic defense is 50. If you want to increase into 51, you can use this upgrade to increase just 1 to increase the above to 6 instead of 5. So this upgrade session is more for the small boost. But of course for the 6 star, you only need this upgrade to increase the additional boost. Okay, next is the rebirth. Well, this rebirth, the main purpose is if you are not satisfied on the level status, for example, your maximum is 64 and your level on the magic attack is 50. So 64 and 50 is really a big gap. And then if you use the rebirth and try to get the magic attack maybe near to 64, like for example 60 and above, and then if you are satisfied with the result, you can try to save your current status and then you use the rebirth and see whether the rebirth is better than the current status. If the rebirth is better than the current status, you can keep. But if the old status is better than the rebirth, you can revert back to the old status. Afterward, you can above into the 6 star. And then from 6 star, you can use the same method. Try to get as high as possible for the maximum status up. And then if you are satisfied with the status, and then you can keep it. And that's it. And for the next session, is a class change. Well, class change is a very important session since if your unit doesn't have any class change, your unit will be lacking of status and the bonus passive and everything. So I quickly go through the class change for the job 1, job 2 and job 3. Okay, for the Vertex 1 and Vertex 2, both of them have the same requirement. Well, you can cross-train from the start, but in order to max level for the skill, the passive, you need to get this special status 5 minimum to max the Vortex 1 and Vortex 2. But for the Vortex 3, the job tree, in order to unlock the job tree, you need to master the Vortex 1 and Vortex 2. After that, you can unlock the Vortex 3. But for the Vortex 3, in order to level at least one level, you need to have plus 11 minimum. So in order to use Vortex 3, you need to plus 11 first to use the skill. Otherwise, please use the job 1 and job 2. But of course, if you have the plus 11, but it's only level 1. So in order to max the skill, you need to have plus 15. Yeah, minimum. So those very powerful unit, especially limited unit, try to use item to increase the parameter. And one fine day you manage to get the third job and try to get plus 15 to get the maximum status. And then next is, okay, this is a weapon gear section from left to right. The first one is a gear combine from recipe, and then the second is upgrade the weapon level, and the third one is a gear repair. In this game, if your ally die, your weapon or armor or gear will be destroyed. So there's two ways to repair your weapon. The first method is using the rare medal, and the second method is using the money, but it's not 100%, so beware. And then the fourth one is gear list, and then the last one is a lay soul. Maybe it's a spirit amendment list. Okay, the first one is, okay, the gear recipe. So in order to make the weapon, you need to have the material. So first thing first, you get the material from the event quest or constant quest. Or another method is go to the shop and then you press the rare medal slot. And in this slot, it will also give you weapon. And you can use the weapon and max the rarity to 6 star. And then for the weapon gear enhance, there are two ways to enhance your weapon. One is using this material to increase the experience. The second method is using your gear as material. Yeah. And then for the limit break material, either you're using the same rarity for the same weapon or using the limit break item. So these are the methods to power up your weapon. And then, as you can see, the weapon has two passive. The first passive is unlocked by default. But the second passive is you need to max break into rank 10. Afterwards, you need to max level this weapon in order to unlock the second passive. And next is the spirit amendment. Well, this section is almost an endgame content. It further increases your weapon power by equipping this spirit armament. So for those units that you are using and you are using their weapon, try to max the weapon with max break and then equip with this armament to increase the overall attack or anything. And this spirit armament can be get from the explore from the main menu. Afterwards, in order to equip this spirit armament, you need to go to the gear section and there's one empty slot section you can equip with this. And then that's it. Okay, so this is end of my guide. I hope that you guys understand my guide and then roughly understand about this game training character and weapon concept. So I guess that's all about this guide. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about this guide, please comment. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. See ya, sayonara.